In last video we discussed about the planets through houses. This video is different from that playlist. In this video we are going to talk about the transits versus Dasha. What is transit, what is Dasha, how they are calculated, and what is the importance of transit and Dasha. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You will be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. These videos will help you go further faster into Vedic astrological studies. If you have any question, add me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology. I read all the DMs and I reply to all the DMs. If you have any question, you can also comment onto the relevant videos. I read all the comments and I reply to all the comments. So I'm waiting for you there. And if you're looking for readings and consultations, check out the link into the description section and go for the complete horoscope analysis. Transits versus Dasha. This video will be in 2 to 3 parts. In first part we'll talk about transits, then we'll talk about Dasha, and then we'll talk about the transit and Dasha with a composite approach and which one is more important. So let us talk about the transits first. Transits are also known as the Gochar. Right now all the planets are moving through some of the Rashis, and those Rashis will be in your chart in some houses. This is the basic consideration to judge the transit. Okay, so transits are real. Transits are happening right now. Right now, some planet is in some Rashi, and that Rashi is placed in certain house in your horoscope. What do I mean by that? Right now, Mars is moving through the Gemini, or Rahu is moving through the Gemini. Okay, so how would you judge this transit? It is transiting, it is literally transiting through that sign right now. So what you will do is, you will check your ascendant first. What you will do is, you will check your ascendant and moon first. Suppose you are Gemini ascendant, then Rahu is moving through your first house. Suppose you are Capricorn ascendant, then the Rahu is moving through your 6th house. Suppose you are Cancer ascendant, the Rahu is moving through your 12th house. Suppose you are Leo ascendant, then Rahu is transiting through 11th house. So Rahu is transiting through Gemini, but it is not giving the same results to everyone. It will affect you in the house it is transiting. It will affect in the area signified by that house. Transits can also be seen from the moon, can also be seen from the ascendant and alternate lagnas, and there are many techniques to really predict the timing of the event. To get the timing of any event, transits become very important. Let us talk about the Dashas. And when we talk about Dasha, we mean Vimshottari Mahadasha. Vimshottari Mahadasha is a time period. There are 9 planets, and each planet is given certain period of time, and each planet rules your life for that period. Okay, but there is some rules to it, because the sequence of this Mahadasha starts from the Lord of your Chandra Nakshatra Lord. That's why it is known as the Nakshatra based Mahadasha. What do I mean by that? Suppose you are born in Shatabhisha Nakshatra, your moon is in Shatabhisha Nakshatra. So your Mahadashas will start from the Rahu Mahadasha. It has a sequence, like after Rahu, it will always be Jupiter. After Jupiter, it will always be Saturn, then Mercury, then Ketu, then Venus, Sun, Moon. Okay, the sequence won't change. The sequence will always be the same. Even in the Antardasha, the sequence will be same, and the starting point will be the Lord of your Chandra Nakshatra. Okay, So for the certain period of time, you will be ruled by that planet. That Mahadasha Lord will rule your life. Okay, and these, we are always going through certain time periods. Okay, so these are the Mahadashas. There are more than 50 Mahadashas we don't even know, and people, we don't even know the names of the Mahadashas. We only know few Mahadashas, like 5 to 10 Mahadashas, like Charadasha, Yogini Dasha, Kalachakra Dasha, Narayani Dasha, and just few other dashas we know. We have not even mastered those 5-10 dashas, but Vimshottari Mahadasha is very important to give the concrete predictions in the Vedic system. Now let us talk about the transits versus dasha. Which one is important? Transits literally pinpoint the timing of the event. Okay, but in my opinion, Mahadashas or your personal horoscope is far more important than the transits. Transits are important, but they are additional points to be considered. First, your horoscope have to have the promise for the happening of the event. What do I mean by that? Suppose there is no promise in your horoscope for a marriage. Okay, so it doesn't matter even if it's the the transit of the 7th lord, or the Jupiter is transiting through the 1st house, 7th house, 11th house, or aspecting the 7th house. It doesn't matter. You are not going to get married unless there is a promise in the horoscope. Okay, or suppose you are 3 years old and you have a transit of the 7th lord. It doesn't make sense, because your dashas are not giving you the mandate. Okay, so dashas are the base of your prediction. Dashas literally are the concrete pathway to your destiny. Then what is the significance of the transits? Should we ignore the transits or shall we consider them? In my humble opinion, I believe that we should consider the transit, but we should not over emphasize on the transit. I am not a big fan of the transits except the Saturn and Jupiter Rahu transits. More than this, your personal horoscope is far more important. If you have the promise for the event, and when the transits are coming, those transits will give you that event. Okay, the transits of the Saturn are the most important. Sadesati is one of the most feared transit of the Saturn, but it is also the most rewarding transit of the Saturn. The transit of the planets gives you what you already have, or transits of the planet will give you what your dasha, your yogas, and your personal horoscope has promised you. If you don't have that yoga, you don't have that promise, the transits will come and pass. You won't feel anything. So yes, this was a very basic analysis of the transit versus Mahadasha. If you have any query around transit versus Mahadasha, how do we use them? I read all the comments and I reply to all the comments. Okay. Let us summarize what is transit versus Dasha. Transits are real, transits are happening right now, transits are happening real time. Right now, certain planets are in certain rashis. We have to check those rashis into your chart. Okay, so transits are real. Dasha is nakshatra based time system which you can calculate within 5 minutes. Like once an astrologer know your moon nakshatra, he can understand that okay, he is born in Shatavisha nakshatra, so it is ruled by Rahu, so his first nakshatra will be Rahu, and it is into the last pada, so it is just the few years of Rahu. Then Jupiter, right now the guy is around 30 years of age, so he must be into the Saturn Mahadasha or maybe Mercury Mahadasha. So astrologer can really think fast and can really understand the Dasha sequence for you within couple of minutes once he knows your Janma Nakshatra. Okay, so it becomes your base, and now transits will come and go. Okay, so yes, this was transit versus Dasha as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, and sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibes. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.